Cucumbers are one of my favorite vegetables, but besides dipping them in ranch or tossing them on a salad, there don't seem to be many recipes for something different to do with them. Well, today I've got a recipe for you that will do just that. This Korean-inspired cucumber salad is spicy, crisp, fresh, perfect for summer and those who love a little bit of spice. This is a simple recipe, but simplicity always makes for the best recipes. But in the simplicity, we need to do a little bit of technique. So the first step I want to show you is how I'm going to cut the cucumbers. Right here, I have a mandolin, and I like to use a mandolin because you get clean, even slices instead of, kind of gauging with a knife how you want to cut them. I just like it because it's quick, it's easy, and I don't really have to think about my knife cuts. So that's the first thing we're going to do. After we cut the cucumbers, I'm going to apply salt to them to draw out some of the moisture. Cucumbers are about 96% water, which is great for that crispness, but the problem is when you go to dress it, that water starts leaching out and dilutes your dressing. So what I like to do is add a little bit of salt, drain it for about 5, 10, 15 minutes, kind of depending on your time, how much time you want to take to do this, and your tolerance for water in your salads. So I'm going to cut them, and then I'm going to salt them, and then we can go over the ingredients. Now, a word of caution. Mandolins are very sharp. I don't know where they make these blades from. I don't know if they get stronger the more you cut things. I can't count the number of times that I've been at the end of my meal prep and I've cut my thumb on the mandolin and I end up with a paper towel wrapped around my thumb, holding it above my heart to staunch the bleeding. So I really don't want that for you. This is a little bit do as I say, not as I do, because I can't find my cutting glove right now, so I am going to do it without a glove. But if you have them, use it. And if you don't have them, just go really slow at the end so that you don't get too close to the blade. For a cucumber salad, I really like to do either 1/8 inch or 1/4 inch on my mandolin. It just depends on the thickness you like. Right now I've got mine set to 1/8, and that's the size I'm going to do. It can stretch the salad a little bit more if you have more guests, but you don't want to make like too much. So I'm gonna go ahead and set that up right now. So here I have my cucumber. I like to peel it because the peel is pretty bitter, and in this recipe I kind of want just that clean, fresh, without the bitter notes. You can leave them on if you prefer. You can take it off. It's just really your preference. If you're using an English cucumber, it's just easier to leave it on because it's so thin, but it's really personal preference. There are times I like to leave the cucumber skin on because I like the bitter note in the recipe. This just isn't one of those times. Mandolin secured over my bowl, and this is what I'm going to serve it in, just so we're not doing extra dishes. And we're going to quickly, I kind of hold it like a pencil, like a giant pencil. So just quickly back and forth. Okay, so mine has these little bumps on it to kind of grip the bowl that it's on. I'm going to do that instead. I'm going to take the cucumber and I'm going to carefully slice. And as I get closer, I'm going to turn the bowl around a little bit so that they don't pile up. And I'm just going to slowly shave off some of these slices. And that is done. We've got these cucumber slices. They are about that thick, looking good. I've got my cucumbers in the bowl. I'm going to salt them with a 1/2 teaspoon of salt and leave them in a colander to dry. Okay. So I'm dumping them in here. Okay. So I have my cucumbers in this sieve. I'm going to salt them with a 1/2 teaspoon of salt just to pull some of that water out. Salt works through osmosis, so it's going to draw some of the water out, draw some of the salt into the cucumbers. The longer you let it sit, the more this process is going to happen. But all we really want is to draw some excess water out so that the dressing isn't watery when we apply it, so that that flavor that we are building is really strong and bold and not watered down. Make sure they're all coated. We're going to give this about 10 to 15 minutes to pull the extra water out. We'll rinse them off just so they're not extra salty, and then we'll continue on with the salad. So I'm gonna put this over the bowl that I'm going to serve it in, just so it's out of the way and can drain. Since this recipe is Korean inspired, it's going to have toasted sesame seeds, gochugaru, soy sauce, garlic, and rice vinegar. So we can go through the ingredients now and just kind of talk about why they're in there, what purpose they have, and whether you can leave them out or not to have a great salad. All right, first up, to make this dressing, we need soy sauce. I like to use low sodium in my dressing because the cucumbers have been salted. We're going to rinse them off, but it's just nice to kind of control the salt level so it's not too much. So I'm going to pour the soy sauce into a little dish. The next ingredient I have is rice wine vinegar. Now this is going to give that great acidic taste that helps balance the salt. It just helps give you that punchy dressing that just puckers your mouth. The next ingredient is sesame seed oil. So I'm going to pour that in. If you don't like the flavor of sesame seeds, you can use a neutral oil like avocado oil. I just love the flavor of it, so that's what I'm using. Now, let's talk about fish sauce. If you stay with this channel for any amount of time, you will notice that I love fish sauce for any recipe. It adds depth of flavor, it rounds out flavors, and it just adds that certain something that when you're eating, you kind of can't pinpoint. And your guests will think, this is really good, but I can't be sure why. And that's one of my favorite things to do, is to confuse people when they're eating, when they can't figure out why it's so good. And I'm happy to tell them it's fish sauce because I just love it. So I buy Red Boat fish sauce off Amazon. I get the 2-pack bottle and it lasts for a really long time. It's just salt and anchovies packed together, and then the juice that comes off of it, is packaged as fish sauce. So it's a fermented product. I'm going to add that to my dressing. When I first made this recipe, I added a tablespoon of sugar, and I thought, this is really great, but I wonder if I can reduce the sugar and still have a comparable product. Well, I tried less sugar and it doesn't work as well. It comes out too sharp. The sugar is not going to make the dressing taste overly sweet. It's just rounding out the flavors of the soy sauce and the rice vinegar. So make it, taste it, and decide for yourself. But I think this is the right amount. Now you can also use honey if you like to use something a little more healthy. You can use honey or agave, anything like that. Just something to round out the flavors instead of overpowering it with salty and vinegar. You can chop this with a knife, put it in a mini food processor, or you can even grate it with a microplane if you want it to kind of melt into the dressing instead of being chunks. That's up to you. I minced mine in a little mini food processor that I got from Amazon that I love for chopping garlic, but I'm gonna dump that in. This is gochugaru. It's a spicy dried pepper from Asia. It's really great. I get it from Amazon as well, and I don't use it all the time, so they recommend that you use it and keep it in the fridge. I've had mine for probably about a year and it's still great and it's still fresh. I would compare it to red pepper flakes, except for red pepper flakes are so coarse that when you bite into them, it's kind of like a blast of heat instead of a subtle heat throughout. That's why I like these, because the whole dressing is just this consistent heat that's delicious without being jarring when you take a bite. So I'm gonna add that in. Get it whisked up, and here we go. Okay, so the cucumbers are done with their salt. I'm going to give them a quick rinse and then pat them dry with some paper towels before adding them back to my serving bowl. Before I do that, I just want to show you how much liquid came out in this short 10-minute period. Now, it may not look like too much to you, but that's quite a bit of water that would keep our salad from staying crisp and not watered down. So I'm going to rinse this out, rinse our cucumbers, and be right back. I'm going to use my mandolin because it's out, and I'm going to get similarly sized slices of onion. Now, this can be personal preference how much you want. I use about a 1/4 cup, but you can do whatever you like. So I'm going to do that really quick. Okay. So I've got these beautiful slices of onions. All right, so I've got the cucumbers and the onions in a bowl. Now we just need to add the dressing, but before that, I want to talk about garnishes. So I like to garnish my salad with sesame seeds. I get plain sesame seeds from the grocery store and then I toast them on a dry skillet for about 30 to 60 seconds. I tend to use nonstick on toasting seeds or spices just because I worry that it's going to stick and burn and I don't want to panic myself. So I toasted these for about 60 seconds and I just put them in the pan, shake the pan around while it's heating up, and then you've got these delicious toasted sesame seeds. They're just for a little bit of crunch, a little bit of texture. If you don't like sesame, again, you can leave them off. So I know what you're thinking. We just added red onion. Why are we garnishing with green onion? Well, first of all, green onion is beautiful, adds a pop of color that complements the color of the cucumbers. It gives a great texture, and it just has a different oniony flavor. So I think it works really well with the dish. If you don't want to add green onion, you don't have to. It's just something that I like to kind of make the presentation a little more beautiful without having to do much more. So first things first, I'm gonna give the dressing another little whisk. And I just like to pour it straight on to my salad. I always have these spatulas on hand. I like to just mix it up. Hopefully not make a mess. Gochugaru is red. It will stain. Be very careful. I have stained a number of things with my gochugaru. All right, so we have our gorgeous salad ready. I'm going to add the toasted sesame. Looks like a lot. All right, then we're gonna add just a few green onions for color. All right, so there you have it. That is the Korean cucumber salad. That is a perfect side dish for any meal that's heavy, that you want to cut with a little freshness and a little heat. This recipe is perfect for that. All right, so here is the Korean-inspired cucumber salad. All right, so let's take a bite and see how it is. Very good. Recipes can't exist without someone making them. So feel free to change, alter, delete, whatever you want. Make this recipe yours. Take what you need, leave the rest behind. And then we can go over the ingredients to know what you're supposed to do next. So I'm going to cut them. I have my daughter here and she's chomping on cat treats. Okay, this is not this is not the most secure. Let me close this up. Works through osmosis. In science, okay. This is a Korean, stop looking at there. Look right there. And, oh geez, let me see it. So let me get you off of here. All right, first up, to make this dressing, we need soy sauce. I like to use, whoa, making a mess, sauce to this recipe because fish, okay, I'm not even talking about that. All right, so it is a spicy pepper, dried pepper, okay. Little whisk. Okay. Get it whisked up real nice. Get it whisked. I like a red onion against the